Hi, my name is Jane and I'm your Active Health expert from Sengkang Lab. I'll be answering your questions from this bowl of questions. Okay, let me see. Question is, I am a parent with 2 kids and I can hardly get to bed on time. What can I do to improve my sleep? Oh, the little monsters. Okay, so disclaimer, I'm not a parent. I know I don't look like one, but this is a common question that we tend to get from young parents who visit us in the lab. What I usually suggest is adopting a family routine. So this family routine can be practiced from after dinner time to bedtime. Okay, so the purpose of why we approach it as a family routine is because the young ones at home, they tend to look up to parents' behaviour. So a family routine to have would be perhaps setting time, perhaps 1 hour before bedtime. We get everyone away from their screens, away from their laptops, and just spend that 1 hour catching up with each other through a conversation or just a little bit of reading time. So it should be relaxing, just so that we give ourselves that little bit of downtime to prepare for sleep. However, I know one of the biggest challenge that young parents face is once you've got your kids into bed, then you've got endless of house chores and tidying up to do, or you're just preparing for work the next day, right? So one hack that we could adopt is get your kids into bed way earlier. So pushing their bedtime forward would free up so much more time for you to get your necessary stuff done, and it allows you to just get into bed on time. Is it true that seniors do not need as much sleep? Is it because you always see uncle, auntie downstairs doing tai chi? Okay, now the thing is, we always have this preconceived notion that seniors do not need to sleep as much, or they tend to wake up very, very early because their body just wakes up, right? The thing is, it is still recommended that seniors get their 8 hours of sleep. However, even though they find themselves waking up very early in the wee hours, seniors tend to have the luxury of napping in the afternoon, so that little bit of nap time in the afternoon does supplement their 8 hours of sleep. So a lot of seniors will always tell us, I tend to wake up a lot in the middle of the night, and when I wake up, I can't seem to fall back to sleep. That is true. So first thing to ask yourself is, what is the reason for waking up in the middle of the night? Is it because of toilet visits? So if you find yourself visiting the toilet quite often in the middle of the night and that disrupts your usual sleep-wake cycle, then it's good to pay attention to your hydration status from dinner time to bedtime. So a practical tip that you can adopt is just setting aside a cup of water of which you take sips from. So that helps with limiting your liquid intake, preventing you from going to the toilet too often in the night. Alright, let's see what else we've got in the bowl. Okay, this one looks good. Okay, is it normal for teenagers to be night owls? Yes. So more often than not, right, we tend to observe that teenagers have a later bedtime and they tend to sleep in a lot more in the mornings. Now, unfortunately, they've gotten a bad rap. Like, you know, teenage years are the rebellious years. However, there is a scientific reason for this. In your teenage years, where you're undergoing puberty, that's when your sleep-wake cycle gets pushed back a lot. So it's normal to observe that your teenager goes to bed late and wake up way later. So what we can do on weekdays, especially when they have school, is to try to encourage them, or even provide them with a window or period in the afternoon whereby they are given this opportunity to take a power nap. So why power naps are important is because it will help with their productivity level and even their attentional span. Another healthy habit to better manage your sleep, especially for the nighttime, is just being active during the day. So get your teenager out the door, get some exercise done, get some sunlight. This will actually help with our bio clock and just get us good enough of sleep and help with our quality of sleep at night. Why this is essential? Simply because sleep is a form of recovery, and it's exceptionally important during this period of growth and development to ensure that your child is getting their sleep and nap. I think more often than not, we always find that we are not getting enough sleep. So learn to identify what are your distractors. It can be your phone, it can be the routine that you have before bedtime that is not that conducive. So identify what are the key distractors. Find out what do you enjoy most. So what you enjoy most should be relaxing, and that should make up your downtime to prepare yourself for sleep. And lastly, in terms of environment, look to identify what could be your sleep assassins. So things like your light, exposure to light or noise, and how can we best minimize your sleep assassins. To sum it up, reduce the sleep assassins, do more of what makes you feel relaxed, and before you know it, you're out of the sleep debt cycle to a fresher and lighter you. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode. If you have a question that you would like to ask any of our active health experts, feel free to send them through to us, and hopefully we'll be answering your question in the next episode.